following film is an interview which Natalie, the animator, did with academic critics, practitioner animators and character, the animated character from the previous film, The Truth.
Yeah.
Animation has been seen as a sort of subset of film studies. So what interests us is the narrative, and representation and storyline and so on. So the actual processes of drawing or not drawing.
It's a process art. People kind of forget the art of the process, even at the point of the outcome, you know.
I gave Prince his time for the journey.
This horse I give you today possesses great wisdom and will carry you on your journey.
Initiation into the process of self-discovery. I woke up. I was disturbed by a servant. I've been asked to leave the house and go on a journey. Leave my DVD station and go on a horse. God knows why. If you stay in the same situation as you are, you will not be able to find things, you see? Once you're out of the familiar situation, you're risking everything you had. You're challenging the framework. You can ask questions.
You have to let a bit go, I think, sometimes, and you should spend that time to explore what you're doing, because then things happen that you wouldn't necessarily be able to plan. And they are very, very specific to animation and mark making, to the process. Actually, that's where the interesting work happens. And then afterwards you can take a step back and see where it's going.
The film wasn't about the truth as a narrative. It was about the truth of existence in terms of self-reflexivity, both of the animator and of its characters.
Animation becomes a kind of meta process then. Animation is the research process as well as the research product.
To me, it's observe your being and how you experience things. Because I was keep thinking, so what's this truth he wants me to find? That the fact that you speak out your thoughts becomes kind of conscious. It's like lying on a psychiatrist's couch and thinking things, and it dawns on you.
Animation has always been intrinsically authorial, and animation has always been intrinsically self-reflexive. Always. You know.
Even though in the commercial world, as an animator, you sometimes are just a technician of movement, you need to hear what they want and decide what you think the movement is. So somewhere it goes through your brain, somewhere it goes through your interpretation.
You see, since I was a dot, I knew my processes to be self-reflexive, exploring what it means to be king, and we had a partnership, so she explored what it's like to draw me. And from dot to my crown, I was developing together with her. Animate is the self that reflects upon itself.
Through drawing?
Drawing, acting, timing, editing.
And that's why I love animation, because it is the art where you can slow things down and speed things up and take away things.
Well, if you suspend it for 24 frames by moving,
Yes.
you will certainly notice how you move and how important it is to make your own mind about things. I could put up my hoof and look and apply it right, with the camera. I think it was very conscious galloping I've ever made. That's the truth, the continuous self-observation.
The whole of that language is about being self-aware about the graphic arts.
As long as you're alive, it's beneficial for you to see what you're doing, so you can explore your potential, which in the film we call the kingship.
People do talk about Matt Groening with The Simpsons, despite all of its, all the kind of collaborators and the dynamics of how The Simpsons is set up. Does anybody talk about the creator of Friends?
I've observed my dots becoming the king.
Where did you first meet Natalie?
In her mind. We met in different stables in Yorkshire. I believe she thought about various princes to choose from, but she thought I was the best choice as I was just myself, straightforward. She was observing how we move and sketching in her little sketchbook.
Is this your first role ever?
Well, you see, every role is different, depends on the pen and the paper. You see, I'm unique to Natalie's creation. Her hand has created my character, my appearance. We haven't put them in the frames, but I had my people carrying my tents and stuff.
Oh, really?
Well, you don't think I was sleeping on the sand. The whole stuff, the shooting cameras and...
So what kind of a search is it?
While I was doing the search, they were going after me, don't they?
But part of the search is to live in the land.
I did.
So where are all those... did Natalie have to draw all those servants?
No, but I had my conveniences done for me.
So how were they created if Natalie did not draw it?
It was all in her mind. I don't only exist in the mind of the viewers or the creator. I also exist on the screen, on CDs, on the pages. Who knows, it will maybe merchandise. I think it's much more natural for a dot to be on the computer.
Than to be drawn on paper?
Yes.
Why?
It's back to its non-physical existence. So you feel much more at home, more opportunities. And it was interesting, she kept the figures flat, but the environment got three-dimensional. It's nice when you're a dot and you're able to feel three dimensions. Well, she starts, there's one bit in the beginning when there's a metamorphosis of my house, the castle. From dot to a stone, can you imagine that?
So what did you find from that journey?
It's amazing. I found that basically people are the same. Each one knows the truth of his own heart. You just need to listen to your heart. That's why I say at the end of the film, you know, with the effect thing.
Yes.
I like that.
Truth is found in the heart of every man.
Trying to purify something spiritual from something very basic like sand and water and fire. It's like alchemistry. You go and you discover the true potential of your experience, which is recognizing yourself and your power of self-reflexive observer.
When I was trying to learn to ski, and I thought, if I can draw skiing, I know I will understand it enough to be able to do it. And I actually learned how to do, I really worked out how to do parallel turns by being able to draw it. And it worked.
And there was one bit where I looked like this into the camera, and my eye was the reflection of a camera in which you could see the other. And I thought it's fantastic. Because you look at me, you look into my eyes and you see somebody else. You don't even see the camera. It's an interesting dialogue between the actor and the animator. You actually question who draws whom. Are you familiar with Velasquez? He was doing similar things where you see the image of the Infanta and you're actually asking who's drawing whom and where the artist puts himself. And I think it's an old dilemma, but in this reflection it brings the question of animation and